The Science of Getting Rich Remixed. Chapter 1. Your Divine Right to Be Rich. Let's start with the truth bomb. Being broke is not noble, spiritual, or virtuous. Poverty doesn't make you holy, it just makes you tired, stressed, and constantly Googling, how late can you pay rent before getting evicted? The Creator did not design this universe so you could suffer through life on clearance. Spirit does not get extra points when you struggle. Divine intelligence, the same force that keeps galaxies spinning and oceans rising, wired you for growth, expansion, and yes, wealth. Abundance is a natural order of life. Scarcity is a glitch. Every tradition, every culture, every spiritual path, strip away the dogma and you find the same principle. Life wants more life. A seed becomes a tree. A spark becomes a flame. You are not put here to shrink, to apologize for wanting more, or to live half a life. Wisdom across traditions. Jesus promised that he came so that he might have life and have it abundantly. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that the self cannot be destroyed but only expands. Rumi reminds us that we were born with wings and should not settle for crawling. Buddhism assures that thousands of candles can be lit from one flame without diminishing the first. And even in the desert, the Israelites learned through manna that God's supply never runs out. Only their fear made them hoard, and hoarding spoiled the gift. Every voice across time points to the same law. Abundance is natural, generosity multiplies, and faith, not fear, is the activator. But here's where humanity gets conned. The myth of lack. The biggest scam ever sold. Shortest thinking is man-made, cooked up to keep people small, obedient, and easy to control. Once upon a time, it was television programming telling you what you could and couldn't be. Then it was classrooms where professors preached that capitalism is evil while still cashing checks from the system. The game was rigged so you'd settle for less, stay distracted, and feel guilty for wanting more. The script doesn't work anymore. The internet shattered it. AI has shredded it beyond repair. You now have more access to knowledge, leverage, and opportunity than kings had a century ago. J.K. Rowling was divorced as a single mom, living on welfare, and wrote Harry Potter in cafes because she had no money to heat her apartment. The only way you stay broke in this era is if you keep swallowing the story of lack like expired milk. Here's the reality. Money isn't evil. Money isn't corrupt. Money is energy, directed by whoever holds it. If you're generous, money multiplies your generosity. If you're creative, money funds your imagination. If you're selfish, well, money just makes you more of a jerk. That's not on spirit, that's on you. Body, mind, soul. Those are your three theaters of life. Each one requires resources. Your body needs food, rest, and a roof. Your mind needs books, experiences, and freedom to explore. Your soul needs connection, love, and the ability to give generously. Poverty blocks all three. Abundance fuels all three. Which side do you think Spirit is rooting for? So, kill the guilt. Wanting more isn't greed, it's alignment. It's you syncing with the same law that turns acorns into oak trees and embryos into humans. Abundance is Source's native language. Scarcity is human censorship. To live in lack is not human humility, it's amnesia. You've forgotten who you are, a created being made in the image of an abundant source. When you shrink your possibilities down to your current bank balance, you're not being realistic. You're mistaking a temporary condition for permanent identity. If you're pursuing wealth, you're not just limiting yourself, you're cutting off the very channel Spirit uses to work through you. This isn't abstract philosophy, it's a practical implication for your daily life. Every time you say, I can't afford it, you're not reporting facts, you're rehearsing lack. Every time you envy someone else's success, you're not being righteous, you're blocking your own channel. Your poverty doesn't serve God, and it doesn't serve the world. It only serves the lie that you're supposed to stay small. The world doesn't need more broke but spiritual martyrs. It needs people with both wisdom and resources, grounded in spirit, but armed with actual purchasing power. Be that person. What to do next? Write it down. Write 3 ways wealth would allow Creator Spirit to flow more powerfully through such a funding an art program at your children's school, traveling to expand your worldview, or hiring help so you can volunteer in your community. Go big with a higher power. Pick one financial goal so big it makes you gulp. Then hand it to Spirit. Say, Universe, this feels impossible to me, but you specialize in impossible. God, I can't see the past, but I trust you can. Or, Source, this is bigger than me, and I'm okay with that. Which is kind of interesting, where, day 1 from the Countdown to Riches was about making a wish list, and, one of the action steps here is, choosing a, big financial goal, if you will. So kind of building on that wish list, pick a big one, and, then say to, Creator, higher power, whatever you want to call it, it seems impossible to me, but you specialize in that. It seems kind of interesting that they, today's readings kind of are going together. Anchor gratitude with reason. Say, I'm grateful for, because this locks the feelings in your body, not just your head. Spark query. Why is it that when I align with the law of increase, abundance flows to me in ways beyond my imagination? Ask it out loud 3 times right now. Write it in your journal. Set it as a phone reminder to pop up twice daily. Then pay attention. Your brain will start surfacing evidence you've been blind to. That's not coincidence. That's your RAS recalibrating to abundance. So hopefully you found some value in this and keep checking back for the Science of Getting Rich remixed along with the original version and the quick start guide to the Science of Getting Rich. Thanks and have a good day.